What is going on, everyone? We are here with the first video from our Chicago Bears franchise in Madden 17. It is a very, very exciting time as we begin a new journey. We've wrapped up the Raiders franchise. Madden 16 is done, and now on to the very, very exciting game, Madden 17. You see the Bears, they're going to start it as a 78 overall, not the best team out there, but we're going to try and build them up. I'm going to do something a little bit different this year. The last couple years, I've used an owner. I'm going to do a coach. There's some interesting things they have done to the coaches this year. We'll get into that more later. For the type of coach, I'm going to go with the team builder for various clear reasons. We need as much XP as we can grab, so we are going to go with that. And then here is Trey Cash. And this is actually one of the changes that they've made. They've added some more customization to your created coach. So Trey, your new coach of the Chicago Bears. And as we get into the franchise menu, it looks a lot similar to last year's, but there are some key differences in here. The biggest one, the big decisions. You can see that on a couple different things. On the cut players and improved team, this is an area where they've kind of centralized a bunch of stuff. So here, the big decisions for team needs is you can go through each position, and it's going to give you players that you can sign or that you can trade for, and you can do all of this right here from this one screen. It's not going to multiple screens, searching for stuff, all that. It does right there. It's very, very cool. We'll get into that more later. But first, taking a look at our team. We got Jay Cutler at QB, Jeremy Langford at running back, Kadeem Carey backing him up. We've got Alshon Jeffrey, Eddie Royal, Kevin White at wide receiver, Mariani, Bellamy, and Wilson backing them up. We've got Zach Miller starting at tight end. And then the line is all right, except I forgot to put Bobby Massey at right tackle. So he will be there later, but he's not in this one. And then the defense, we have Unrein at left end. We are playing the 3-4. We got Goldman at D tackle. I did have to make one signing. The Bears only had one D tackle, and it will not let me start the game unless I have two. So I had to sign Terrence Cody, nose tackle, perfect fit for this defense. And we got Hicks at right end, Fuller and Porter at corner, Brandon Boykin and Callahan backing him up. We've got Jones, Corte at strong safety, McPhee, Freeman, Trevathan, Young, and the rookie Leonard Floyd were very strong at linebacker. That's the best part of this team. Probably we're going to have to rely on them a lot. And then Adrian Amos is the free safety. Gold and O'Donnell are the kickers and punters. Jacquizz Rogers, the third down back. Deontay Thompson, kick returner. Mariani, the punt returner. And this is what the preseason schedule looks like. Broncos, Patriots, Chiefs, and Browns. So we have a couple teams there that are going to be a good test to see kind of where we're at as we start this franchise. Now, another big addition, well, change, I guess, the weekly game plan. This is where you're going to be able to prepare for your upcoming matchup. It's going to give you some info on your opponent. And like you can see, your offensive game plan, they run cover 3 23% of the time. So it's going to have you do the game plan that is best suited for preparing for cover 3. Same thing on defense. It's going to give you that thing that best matches what your team is going to be doing. I think you can still change that, but at least it kind of defaults and kind of tells you what you should be doing. You can also focus on 3 players. Now, the one thing, as you can see, and it quickly outlines the development traits with their quick or normal, who you want to kind of focus on and build. The one issue, I was not able to try this for week 1 because for whatever reason, there's been a few bugs. I've encountered a few bugs just with starting this franchise. It took me a while to get this franchise going. I kept trying to play week 1. It kept crashing. Finally figured out the issue with that, but then I also had another issue with the weekly training. It would not load. It would get stuck on the loading screen, continue to load. Apparently that has something to do with having multiple save files. I don't know, but apparently the fix is I have to skip week 1, and we'll be able to do that in week 2. So I will show you in the next episode how that works, but now we're going to get into this game against the Broncos, and we will be able to see our Bears team for the first time on the field.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The biggest challenge for these teams here may be dealing with the weather. Rain is falling, the field is slick, and it's not going to get any better as the game goes on. It'll be messy out there. It's the Broncos going up against the Bears.
And here we are in our first preseason game. And I can already see going into this first game, the presentation changes they have made this year are awesome. You get the real feel. This is a Thursday night game, so they're kind of highlighting it as a key Thursday game, but it's the preseason. It tells you it's the preseason. They talk about it being the preseason. So even just the first full game I've played, I'm loving this game already. Also, you get the bottom line ticker there that is going to show you the live updates for the games around the league. which that will become a big deal in the regular season as we get towards the playoffs. Not that we're going to be contending for playoffs necessarily this season, but at least it's going to be able to see some of those other games in your division and conference of seeing how those are going while you're playing your game. So enough talking about the game itself. Let's get into the game we're playing right here. Paxton Lynch is the starter for the Broncos, and they are moving the ball nicely. Benny Fowler, and here's the new movement system this year. He is making some moves you've probably never seen before in Madden. Helps him to get some extra yards, so the Broncos now have it 2nd and 3 from the 40-yard line. It's going to be C.J. Anderson. Actually, no play action. Very nice, but no one, Adrian Amos at least, is not going to be fooled as he gets the first sack of the game. So 3rd and 13, Paxton Lynch looking for the big play here as he's going to drop back. He's looking, and he is going to have some time to throw, but it's going to run out, and he's going to have to throw it away well short of the first down, and the Broncos would have to kick the field goal. So 3-0 game. First time we have the ball here, Jay Cutler, handoff to Jeremy Langford. He's fighting for a couple yards. He'll pick up 5 on the first play of our preseason. Now 3rd and 5, Cutler going to throw it for the first time. He is going to step back, standing in the pocket, completes that one. Alshon Jeffrey with the catch, and that is a combination we hope to see many, many times this year. We are going to be relying on Alshon Jeffrey a lot. Now this is what we're hopefully not going to rely on. We had the room there. I'm not sure if they changed the button for QB slide because I tried to slide there, didn't do it. Fumble. Fortunately, we recover it, so 1st and 10. Now here's a big play. Another guy that's going to be key for this offense. Kevin White missed all of last season with an injury. He's back for his true rookie season, looking to make an impact. Now 2nd and 6, Cutler looking for the end zone. Actually, excuse me, it's now the second quarter, so the backups are in. Brian Hoyer with his first pass. That's going to fall incomplete, so 3rd and 6. Can Hoyer finish the drive off? And it's going to, well, he's not going to finish it off, but he's going to keep it going. First down as we complete that pass, so now 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line. Hoyer is dropping back. He's looking off to his right. We have a receiver in the end zone there, but the pass is off the mark, and I can definitely see the difference between the quality of the quarterbacks. His accuracy just not there. The throw is off the mark now, 3rd and goal. We're going to do it again, and pretty much the same thing. The throw off the mark leads him too much, and we have to kick a field goal in this. Just everybody pretend you didn't see this. I am, this is the first actually full game I've played. I did some test games where I played just like a quarter or a half. The kicking, the new field goal kicking thing, I got to get used to. We missed that very short field goal, and now on the next drive, Ronnie Hillman is running down the field as he picks up a huge, huge gain. 61 yards for him now in this first half, and he's going to take a carry here on 2nd and 8, but this one he's going to lose 3 yards, so he now has 58, but 3rd and 11. Can the Bears defense get another stop? As it is going to be not Paxton Lynch, Mark Sanchez looking for the end zone, but that's going to fall incomplete, and we will hold the Broncos again. They get a field goal. We'll go into halftime to score 6-0, and the Bears, nothing really to speak of on offense. The defense, though, looking pretty good. We take the 3rd quarter kickoff. Deontay Thompson with the return, and he's going to end up hurt on the play. We'll get an update on him in a second. Now, as we get into the 3rd quarter, David Fales is going to be in on QB, and his first pass is going to go to a Bronco. It is going to be a pick 6 as Fales gives chase, but he's not going to catch him, and that is a Broncos touchdown. And that is not how we wanted to start the 3rd quarter, and this is even worse. Thompson has a forearm fracture. We will see how long he's out after the game, but that is going to be a lengthy injury, so our kick returner already is gone. And as we're looking for a bright spot, we're going to find one here with Jacquizz Rodgers. Pulls off a beautiful run. The stutter step catches the defender on the dive, and he's going to outrun the last two. Jacquizz Rodgers showing everybody else how it is done, as I'm loving the fluid motion of the new running game. That was a really, really nice run. Felt great doing it. This still doesn't feel great. I miss the extra point. I'm telling you, I am using a slider set. I think the accuracy on it is set a little bit low. I got to mess with that, but I do need to get used to this. Leonard Floyd, meanwhile, not wasting any time getting used to the NFL. His debut, 2 sacks for him, 3rd and 13. That's a nice pass from Mark Sanchez. He drops it in, the pass complete. He is just 3 of 8, though, in this game. Now 3rd and 6 as the Broncos still holding a 6-point lead. This is going to be your final play of the 3rd quarter. Benny Fowler in motion. Sanchez looking, facing pressure, but he's going to find his running back, and he puts a little move on there. That's the kind of thing you get with this year's changes with the motion of the running. There's those little sort of cuts and movements they can make that help them get by defenders that you haven't seen before. That helps them get the first down there. That pass is going to be a little bit short, so it's going to be 3rd and 2 yards. We're in the 4th quarter now, and it's going to be a halfback draw, and the defense going to come up big. The linebackers, the backups even, going to get the stop there, force the 4th down, so the kick coming out, and this one is going to be, Well, they had the distance, but it's just a little bit too far right, and that is a missed kick. Good to see the other team missing some kicks as well, as Connor Shaw now in the game at QB. He's going to find the rookie Braverman for the first down. He reminds me a lot of a Wes Welker type of player. Very, very good route runner, good catching wide receiver, as Howard, the rookie running back out of Indiana, is going to pick up 8 yards there, but it's now 3rd and 6. And it is going to be Connor Shaw looking, and we're going to find our halfback. It is going to be Howard again, gets the first down. As the youngsters here to end this game coming alive and carrying us here. It's now Sonoris Perry with the carry, and he's going to go untouched into the end zone, and we have tied the game. Now all we need is an extra point to tie it. I thought I had it here, but no, I don't. It doesn't even hit the net. We seriously have some field goal issues. I'm going to figure these out, I promise. So 12-12 game, and the Broncos already in 3rd down. Sanchez looking to keep the drive going, as this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Actually, it's going to end in a sack. He doesn't get rid of it, so we're going to get the ball back with a chance to win it here. Can we get in field goal range? Really field goal range for us is probably the 1 yard line. Flag on the play here. We're going to complete it to Braverman, but what's the flag going to be? Is that going to be offensive holding? No, it's not. It's on the defense. Nice to see a defensive penalty called. Bradley Roby going to be flagged there, so we decline it. We have it now at the 25, 2nd and 10. It's going to be Howard with the carry. He's got nowhere to go. The Broncos taking the timeouts here to try and save time. So 3rd and 12. I'm going to attempt to pass here, but we're going to try and stay safe. Try and force the Broncos to call this final timeout, and we're going to have to kick the field goal, as I will complete it to my fullback. He is going to be taken out at the 20-yard line, not the 21. Injury for the Broncos, but here we go. Can we please make a field goal? Yes, I think we got it. That actually was in the zone, and it's just going to sneak inside the right upright, and with a minute to go, we have a 3-point lead. Could we possibly win our first game against the Broncos here, as it's going to be Sanchez going to work. He's going to complete the pass on the run across the 50. That quick wide receiver there, as now from the 45, clock ticking down under 30 seconds. It's going to be incomplete. Nice defensive play there by our strong safety. So here we go, 4th and 11, and the Broncos actually come out for a field goal. So I'm going to call a timeout, ice the kicker. Now, I don't know if this was in previous year's games, but this is very, very cool, as it comes back out in a very low camera angle. We're going to follow the ball in this one, as I thought. Not going to be close. That was a very, very deep field goal, and we will hold on for the win. So never thought I would be saying that, but Connor Shaw, an impressive 4th quarter, 5 of 7 for 66 yards. No one throws a touchdown, but David Fales does throw a pick. It's going to be Quiz Rogers leading the running backs, 3 for 86 and a TD. Sonoris Perry also going to pick up a touchdown. Braverman going to lead the team, 2 catches for 38 yards. Mariani 2 for 30, and it's going to be Kevin White here on the bottom, 1 catch for 24 yards. That big catch he had in the 1st quarter. Houston Carson going to lead the team with 6 tackles. Timu with 5. It's going to be 2 tackles for loss for Anderson and Timu. 2 sacks for Leonard Floyd, 1 for Ego Ferguson, and 1 for Adrian Amos. And then no picks, obviously. This is another cool thing here. As we exit the game, it's going to actually show you how much XP was earned for each player. That's really, really cool. And you can actually upgrade your player right then and there, rather than having to do it each week before the game. It's going to show you right there as you're coming out. So it gives everything a very, very nice flow. Now, this is some bad news. Deontay Thompson is going to be out 11 weeks with the forearm fracture. We might end up just putting him on the IR before the preseason is over. I don't know if we're going to be able to hold on to a roster spot for him, considering he is going to be out until at least the midway point of the season. So now we do have a big decision to make. We've got to cut some players here. So first up, I am going to cut. Now, as I go through this, we have a lot of tight ends. I don't know how the Bears ended up, but we have 8 tight ends on the roster. So that is where we are going to be sticking for these cuts. I don't know why it says we need to cut 3 players, because it's only 2, but I'm going to start out with Aaron Brewer. He's going to be the first one to go. And then for the second cut, I'm debating between Scruggs and Brownecker. Brownecker, a Harvard grad, so I'm thinking, you know what, might be good to hold on to those smarts for a little while longer. So Scruggs is going to be the second guy cut. And now we move on to week number 2. We're going to have to make 3 more cuts this week. We're also going to be playing the Patriots, but that is going to come at you in the next video. This has been your true introduction to our Bears franchise. I am so pumped to start this up and get this going. We are just going to try and fly through as many seasons as we can. I am so looking forward to building this Bears team. I think there's some potential there. If you have any suggestions of what I should do, who we should cut, that sort of thing, who we should maybe trade for, who we should trade, we do have some depth at linebacker. I'm thinking about trying to address some of our bigger issues by trading away one of our linebackers. So if you have a suggestion, for who we can trade and who we can trade for, I would love to hear it in the comments down below. But that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.